Hi, and welcome back to engVid with me, Benjamin. This lesson should serve as airport SOS. If you have problems in airports understanding the English, etc., this lesson's for you. This is not an advanced lesson, okay? This is for more my beginner students and those of you who like to travel. In this lesson, I will explain to you how to book a ticket online, how to understand the signs in the airport, how to ask questions to the air hostesses, and if there are any other problems that pop up. Okay, let's begin. So, it's very easy to book travel these days. And the internet is there. You can do it on the touch of a button, and then you have a ticket. But for simple things like this, I would encourage you to do them in English. I'm sure you can do it in your first language, but it's like when I was in Spain, I always chose to use the cash machines in Spanish, so that I was practicing my understanding skills and looking at the vocab all of the time. So whenever you have a choice, try to do things in English if you're learning English. So, booking tickets, what words do we need to know? One way. One way means you go there and you don't come back. You stay there. Return means you go there and you come back. Multi, the prefix, so the bit at the beginning of the word, means many. And then cities. So you're going to go here, 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 here. We could do, if you're going travelling, direct only. So if I'm flying to Cape Town, I feel that Cape Town is over there. I'm not sure if it is. I think it is. If I'm going to Cape Town and I want to go direct only, that means I don't want to stop in Ethiopia on the way. I want to go direct to Cape Town. The different classes. Economy is the most basic, which is probably about 90% of most planes. Premium economy, you have on some planes, not on all. Premium means you pay a little bit extra. I'm not quite sure what you get in premium economy. I think I once travelled premium economy by mistake, going to America. There was a little bit more space. And then business class or first class. Business class is normally called, which is, the bit at the front where you're served champagne and you're basically like lying in a bed. Okay. Now, if you're someone that does not like to queue, to stand in line, as people say in America, then you might want to pay extra to fast track so that you can avoid the queues. Now, the queues are generally in the security section where you're putting your hand luggage through the X-ray machines. You know the drill. You have to sort of take your shoes off and take your belt off and take anything in your pockets and put it into the tray. So that's the slow bit. So if you have a fast track ticket, then you get to go down a queue that has less people. Right. So we're still thinking about booking your ticket online. You can choose what time you want to leave. You want to depart and what time you want to arrive. Depart, arrive. Outbound. This is the first journey where you are going somewhere. The return journey is when you come back. Take off, I leave. Land, I come down. A flight leg. So that is just one part of the journey. So if I'm going to Cape Town, The first leg is getting to Cape Town. A stopover, that's where you stop somewhere. So how long do you want the stopover to be? If I'm stopping in Ethiopia, the maximum I want to spend there is 4 hours? Or do I want a whole day so I can go and explore? The choice is yours. Quick revision. One way. Return. Multi-city. Direct only, no stops. Economy, normal. Premium economy, bit bigger. Business class, fast track, outbound, whoop. Return, whoop. Takeoff, landing, flight leg. Here to there, stopover. Here to there, I'm just going to stop here for a moment. Right, airports are designed to make it as easy as possible to understand where to go. So generally speaking, they use as much pictures as they can, and they keep the signage to a bare minimum. That said, if you were to fly into a UK airport, you can expect to see these kind of signs. Departures, yeah? So if you are flying somewhere, that means you are departing and you need to go to departures. If you have come to the airport to collect a friend or family member, then you need to go to arrivals. Let me write that down. Arrivals. 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 Now, before you fly, if you have lots of time and some money, you can pay to go into a departure lounge. Seems a bit of a waste of money to me, but if that's what you want to do, you can. So a bit more space, a bit quieter, probably get a free newspaper, free drink. A lounge means somewhere to sort of sit down and relax. Underground. Under the ground. What is under the ground? A train to take you into London. The Underground, otherwise known in other cities as Metro. Yep. The Underground is our underground train system. Baggage reclaim. So we can see the word bag. Yeah, it's your luggage. Reclaim, where you go to get it. Yeah. Baggage reclaim. Go this way to collect your bags. Lost property. Property is something that belongs to you. It's yours. If you've lost it, you have to go to lost property. Right, we're going to look now at some of the problems that can happen and what you might need to say. Now, sometimes when you arrive at airports, it can be confusing where to go. Are you meant to be in Terminal 1, Terminal 2, North Terminal, South Terminal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B? Where is it? So you could ask someone who works at the airport, "Excuse me, I'm flying to Rome. Where do I need to go?" Excuse me, I'm flying to Rome. Where do I need to go? They might say to you, "Which airline is that, sir? Which airline are you flying with?" So you're like, I'm flying with, and then they'll say, everything with that airline is over there. Or you'll need to get the shuttle bus. So you'll need to go to a different building and you need to get into a bus to go to the different building. A shuttle bus takes you from one place to another. Now, this happens occasionally. You go to check in and they tell you that the flight is full. Or maybe you checked in at home and you arrive and they say, "I'm sorry, it's full." If they do, maybe say, "Look, I'm booked on the flight to Rome, on the Rome flight. I need to be at work tomorrow. There's no way I can be here another day. Is there anything you can do? Well, maybe they can. Another problem that might happen is you might be running late. Now, ideally you shouldn't run late. You should try and get there in good time, like 2-3 hours early. But sometimes it happens, and if it does, then you're definitely going to need to practice your English if you're in the UK or America or another English-speaking country. So, you might want to say something like, I'm so sorry. My gate closes in 10 minutes. Do you mind if I go in front of you? This is in the security check. Because if you stand there in the line, you're going to miss the plane. So you're going to have to ask people, I'm so sorry. Do you mind if I go in front? I'm so sorry. Do you mind? And they'll say, go, 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 go. Well, hopefully they will. They might not. Okay. We've made it through. You've got onto the aeroplane. Congratulations. So now we need to say hello to the air hostesses because they work very hard, so it's nice to be polite to them. Hello. Hi there, you could say. Sometimes there are air stewards as well. So, if it's a guy, say hi to him too. Now, you've got your ticket, but you don't know where you're sitting. 24B, where is that? So you could ask the air steward or stewardess, whereabouts am I sitting? And they'll say to you, it's that way, because it's always that way. So you go down that way and you look out for the number, and maybe you're in the middle bit and there's someone sat there, and then you're going to be that one. So you could say, sorry, excuse me, which is short for excuse me. Yep, excuse me, you're just saying sorry. English people say sorry all of the time. It's probably the most common word in the English language. Sorry, excuse me. Just going to put this up there. Yep, I'm putting my bag in the locker. I'm just going to put this up here. Just going to put this, my bag, up here. Okay? You sit down, you put your seatbelt on, the plane goes whoosh. Oh, I need to go to the toilet. Sorry, I need to go to the loo. That's a polite word for toilet. Do you mind if I squeeze out? If I squeeze out. Yep. So we've got a small gap and you're squeezing through the gap. And they'll say, no, of course not. Off you go. Actually, what they'll probably do is they will get out and then they'll say, go on, like this. But if you start saying the sentence, they'll probably say, no, it's fine. And they'll get up. You probably won't need to say the whole sentence. Okay, so now we can ask for directions. We can ask to go on the flight. Look, I'm booked onto it. Is there no way? There's no way I can be here another day. Please help. I need to be on that plane. And if you're running late, I'm so sorry. So sorry. My gate closes in 10 minutes. Do you mind if I go in front? Yep, saying hello. Whereabouts am I sitting? Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, that's short for excuse me. Just going to put this up here. Sorry, do you mind if I squeeze out? Got to go to the loo. Okay, to make sure that you remember these, have a go at doing the quiz now. Won't take you a moment. And then hopefully you'll have got 10 out of 10 because you will have learned everything from this lesson. Don't worry if you don't, just watch it again. And make sure you subscribe to me to get more fantastic English lessons free on the computer. See you next time. Safe travels.